Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to my channel. We are today October the 12th, Saturday, October the 12th, 2019. Now, before we start off this video, I am filming from outside, so I apologize for the noise that you may hear, and also the neighbor across the street is actually getting some construction work done, so you may hear like the people working. Also, a very big disclaimer. This video is probably going to might, I say might, this video might trigger some, if you're just not well grounded, because I believe that my delivery is not going to be so harsh, or my delivery is probably going to be what anyone who has lived in the United States and who understands the behind the scenes. Hold on, I apologize. So wow, the sun just went off. So yes, so the video might, I say might because I believe that if you are a regular on my channel, then you understand that these are not going to come from, you know, a hatred. So a very big disclaimer. So I would suggest that you watch this video with a dosage of cool water, and you listen to me instead of like wanting to comment as much, you know, like listen to it and try to comment. Just listen to it, take in what I'm saying to you, and then go back to the video and listen to it like about 2 to 3 times. Okay, so the reason behind this topic discussion is because I have taken notice, and I have taken notice that if you, I don't think that you guys are really like, you know, big, but there are a few Black Americans that have paid attention to some of my channel, and I wanted to address this particular topic discussion. So the topic discussion is Haiti a market for Black Americans? Now, I do not use the term African Americans because personally I do not believe that blacks in America are African Americans. I even differentiate within my own culture as far as like a Haitian American person and a Haitian person. There is always going to be a huge difference. If you do not recognize that you have these differences in between us culture, we are not one people. I don't believe that. I believe that we have different cultures. Our upbringing make us different. You know, cultural beliefs, everything makes you different from me. The color of my skin makes me and you brothers and sisters, but that doesn't mean that we see the world in the same eye. You understand what I mean? So I want you to understand where I'm coming from with this particular video, right? Once you understand where I'm coming from, then it's going to be easier for you to get into the groove of the video. Okay, so like I said, this video comes from the fact that a few of the Black Americans, like people probably, I see people from the north, but probably people also from the south, have paid attention to some of my videos, and I'm thinking that you guys are probably considering Haiti. I really feel like my intuition sense that. So that's why I wanted to make this video for you, because like I always say, you know, Haiti is a country coming from all, you know, across the globes to Haiti. What about my Black people who live in the United States? Because I live also in the United States, and I see what's going on with the blacks over there. So let's talk about what I wrote already 4 minutes in. So I say, is Haiti a market for Black Americans? Okay, the first thing that I said, who are you as a Black man or a Black woman in the USA? Who are you? Who are you? I'm trying to figure out if there's not like a little animal that is coming around me. The second thing that I say is, do you understand as a Black person in America that no matter the level of your wealth, you constitute the bottom pit of that country? Meaning, as a Black man or a woman in the USA, you not only come after the whites and immigrants, but you are constantly being used and abused. You walk around eggshells, never to be your own true boss. They make sure that they try to keep people hold on tight. I say, have you forgotten the bombing of a West Philly neighborhood in 1985? Some of you need your memories refreshed. You need to understand what happened in history to understand how some people will never let a different kind of people prosper in their land. You understand? Or most recently, the arrestation and strip away of the famous comedian and actor Bill Cosby. Now, we're not going to get in details about the whole Bill Cosby case, but those of you who understand critical thinking, you do understand the behind the scenes of this entire Cosby thing, right? So I say, where is the future for a black man or a black woman in the USA, right? Yes, they will let you become a billionaires and millionaires, but never be fooled. They will remind you one way or the other that you are a nobody, and that it will only be a matter of seconds before they make you evaporate. Am I right or am I wrong? So, when I say, could Haiti be an open market to the black Americans? Truthfully, the ball is in your corner. What can you offer to Haiti? Have you already been brainwashed? It's not only the black Americans who are brainwashed. We have the bulk of the Haitian who lives over there who are, I would not even give these people like a time of my day. So I say my suggestions, because of course here I am telling you all this and bringing this up. So what is the suggestion that I have for a black person who lives in the United States of America who might say, okay, well, let me check it out. So I said the first thing is to know yourself as a black person. There are no time and space for weaknesses in our country. Some of the issues that you deal with in a country like the US as a black person, especially if you've always like lived in a USA, you are somewhat a little damaged from that. When you come to a country like Haiti, the first thing that you're going to realize is that sovereignty, that black sovereignty. Believe me, don't let people fool you. It's very different when you don't have racism. That's probably one of the reasons why immigrants, people who come from, Caribbean or Africa, always refer to black Americans as lazy people, as people who don't do nothing, because they never dealt with that. And of course they never deal with that because someone who comes from Haiti, the first thing that the person wants to do is to work. The first thing, that person already has like a goal and a plan. They already know that, they're either going to work to build a big house or set their family up back home, but they have an incentive. Whereas people who are black Americans have no incentive. You are subject to subsidized housing, all these other crap that people quote unquote do for you. So it's kind of like the veil is never lifted for you to understand that you too can be your own sovereignty. You too can come to Haiti and build a big home and live a beautiful life, not only in Haiti but also probably like in countries in Africa, right? But you never consider that. You never consider that. You either never have like a very good opinion of a country like Haiti, but you also never do your research. But I find that these days the blacks are waking up, so that's also one of the reasons that I'm putting this out. So I said the second thing, I said you need to learn our culture, our language, the landscape. And when I mean that you need to learn our culture, I'm going to caution you about learning the Haitian culture from the Haitians, from some of the Haitian who lives abroad, like in the US, because I find that it's not always the true culture, unless you leave. Because this is where I go and I say, even within the Haitians, you have to differentiate. Just because you grew up in a what do you call that, in a town that is predominantly with immigrants, you understand that once we come to a different country, we adapt to that country. So to me, you don't really get the same vibe that you would get in Haiti. You absolutely, actually, I'm going to say that you don't. So instead of like learning the culture from your little friends or people that you know or people that you see, these people sometimes they water down Haitian people. They don't even really are not like from the really our culture. You know what I mean? Am I making myself clear? Anyways, so I said the third thing, which probably should have been the second thing, which is to visit the country. You need to get a feel of the country. You need to not only visit the country, but get a feel of the country. Like, do you like it? Do you see things differently? Do you like the vibe? You know, people who say things to me like, oh my God, guys, give me a second. So sorry. People who say things to me like, oh, how could you not leave in the USA? Well, first and foremost, we'll talk about that in a later video. Like, we'll talk about Massachusetts no more. It's because I've always lived in the north side, you know, in the East Coast. So living in the East Coast, I don't like that vibe. I don't like the vibe. I don't like anything about it, really, to tell you the truth. Like, I love the fall. I think that's it. You know, I love the changing of the seasons. I love the fall. I love the fall activities. But I don't. Seeing people, like, every time like people call me, like currently my mom is over there, like she WhatsApp me and she's in the house, I freak out. I freak out. So you understand, there's like frequency in the air. So you may be in a country where you don't like the vibe, where you don't like the frequency. It's easy for me to float in Haiti because I radiate, like, it's not, that's not, I don't want to say I radiate, like the Haiti vibe, the leverage, I can manage it. I like it, you know, outside of the, like, of course, the turmoil, the chaos, the political stuff. I can maneuver around it. Do you understand what I mean? So that's why I always encourage you to visit the country. It's really important for you to do that. So I said the fourth thing is to familiarize yourself with others. You need to do that. Familiarize yourself with others in this country when you come, or maybe, you know, outside of you know, if you want to start maybe in the US, if you're from the US, you know. But I always feel like it's a different vibe, you know, when you come here and you also familiarize yourself, you know, with people that are here. All right, so I say the fifth thing, I said to stay quiet. I say stay quiet. Don't make your move yet, just yet. Just observe and take notes. I feel like you have to learn how to shut the fuck up. Excuse the French. You really have to know, because the reality is, the minute that someone who is, you know, not from here, let me tell you, okay, why am I saying that? One of my cousins, he's actually my mother's cousin, you know, knows me since I was a child. You guys know that I've always lived in the States. Well, I lived in the States for a great majority of the time. So the other day he comes here and he's talking to me, so he takes me out. Now I know he's a businessman in Haiti, right? He owns several like houses, like not hotels, like houses. He has like a chain of apartment, and he's building a terrible, massive house, right? So in my mind, and so the both of us are looking at each other. We're sitting, and then I know he's like paying attention to me. He's intelligent. You know what he asked me? Out of the blue, he says, so Becky, he says, why don't you tell me the real reason that you're in Haiti? Why don't you tell me the real reason? Because he says, come on, the both of us understand that, I mean, I know you're not in Haiti just to like stay with your parents. I wasn't shocked, but that showed me that there are people who are going to question themselves, just like people who question themselves about, why does someone who has an opportunity to live in a country like the US, who happens to be, like, I could choose to not live in the north and go somewhere else, you know. There are plenty of other states where I'm pretty much sure that I probably would be happier. So that's also the thing that you need to understand. When you are coming to a country like Haiti, people will ask themselves that. People would question, even if they don't say it outwardly, they'll say it like, what is this guy or what is that woman doing in Haiti? What's the behind the scene? You're always gonna get that. This is one of the reasons that you don't come in and after a few months say, oh my God, you know what, I have an idea, this is what I want to do, this is what no, you don't know who that you come into and that you're going to blog, because that happened to me in the past. Like when I first came to Haiti, I never realized that some of the projects, some of the ideas that I had, if I had done them to the fullest, I would have blocked so many people, because they never taught the way that I taught, because I came with different mindset. I came with seeing things from different perspective. So you too need to understand that, right? So the sixth thing that I say, study, study, and study everything. You never stop studying. You constantly studying your mark, your move, how you're going to do things, right? The seventh thing that I talked about, I say strengthen your ties. So let's say you come to Haiti, you evaluate the market, you're studying, you're looking at things from different perspective. Now, if you don't have enough strength, like if you don't have enough leverage, enough ties, or if maybe, okay, what you taught, because a lot of time you plan, but then you come here, it's kind of like you realize that, okay, this is not the way that I'm supposed to be moving in a country like Haiti. So the seventh thing that I recognize is that once you do all that, you're going to strengthen your ties. You don't give up. You never give up. I don't know, like maybe it's just me. You could see, for those of you who have always been with me, it's kind of like I would leave and say, but then I would come back. I would create. I would look at different ways. I would look at different things. You don't give up in life, especially when you have something in your heart to do. You look for alternatives. You look for strategy. But giving up is not an option. What you give up today, you will regret it later on. Okay? So, the eighth thing that I talked about, I say, attack slowly and quietly. You don't get anything in this life, in this world that we're living in. I'm done. In this world that we're living in, you don't get anything by being boastful, by trying to present a character that you are not, right? It's better to stay always quiet, to remain quiet, to observe, to watch, and to attack. When you attack slowly and quietly, people don't have a chance to prepare their defenses. You're moving like the wind beneath the waters. What the fuck are they going to attack? They can't attack you. They don't know what's moving. Did you guys watch this is probably not, like, you gotta be at least around my age. Did you guys remember the Terminator with Arnold Schwarzenegger? I think it was the second one, right? When he had, the bad guy in the movie was the guy who could change his appearance. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger in that movie was just kind of like he had like the guns and everything, but the other dude was able to take up any form. He was able to transform. He was even able to like appear to be like Arnold. He was able to be malleable, like flexible. That's how you be in life. And I learned that along my journey. The things that I'm saying and I'm sharing with you, no amount of money could have paid me to have someone like myself teaching me these things when I first came to Haiti nearly 10 years ago. So when I put the videos out for you, don't say that I'm not helping you. Don't say that I'm not putting certain things out there for you to help you see that there are other ways in this life. There are other options in this life. Never wait for people to feed you. Never wait for people to show you things. Never wait for people to open doors for you. You crazy. Motherfuckers don't open door for no one these days. You have to go out and you have to seek the things that you want in this life. If you want to see something happen, if you want to do something, you got to do it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, today I totally tore up a bottle of wine. It is my birthday season. OMG, next Saturday is actually going to be my birthday. I want to do a live. That's what I would love to do. Like, I would love to set up here and to get some alcohol, sit here with you guys. I'm absolutely going to buy a cake. Hopefully the stuff is going to be open. I want a cake, and just kind of like do a live. But if I did the live, it would have to be in the morning, so I'm going to try to like put it on the community section, put that you know, I want to do a live for my birthday, because that's really what I want to do. If I don't get to do it on my birthday, maybe I can do it for you guys after, if you guys see this video afterwards. But I would love to do a live where you guys get to like, you know, ask me questions and just kind of like answer some of your questions right then and there. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you learned something. I hope you did not take offense. I sincerely hope that you didn't take any offense of this video. It comes from the heart. It comes from a very, very good place. I thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next.